Hello, I'm Dr. Dario Vasquez, and joining me today is Dario, President of the Global Trade Chamber, and also Maria Renee Davila, the CEO of the Global Trade Chamber. And today I would like to talk about a little bit about education and how students can get involved with business and through the Global Trade Chamber, and how the Global Trade Chamber is helping students connect to global leaders and the like. We like to start with Maria. Maria, sometimes you put some events together and you use students, right?
That's correct.
And what do those students do before the event and during the event?
Well, the purpose of having students participate in our activities, especially in international events or conventions such as the Export-Import Convention, which is our annual event, is that they can gain more experience and practical knowledge on how to do business with other countries. They learn more about export-import procedures, but especially they have, that touch with the real environment, because when you are a student you learn all the concepts, but it's different when you want to apply the concept to the real world. So basically we invite and we encourage all the time students to be part of this event as a volunteer. We also have internship programs available for students to be part of the chamber, and several options that help students to learn more about international trade, but especially to practice all the concepts that they learn at university or college.
Okay, very good. Al, those students, do you provide, what are the benefits for those students? Do they get like a certificate of participation from you? And how many hours do they need to work? And how flexible do they need to be?
Well, definitely they get a certificate of participation that they can add to their curriculum, and that's very important because some schools require that community service or involvement. And also they have a lot of opportunities to meet leaders in the community, whether it's government or business leaders that are going to help them to learn how to do business when they graduate. And also they will have contacts for when they graduate that they can offer their services to, so they don't have to start from zero when they start looking for a job.
Okay, another question for you, Al. Do you offer the internships for if there is a particular student who after going to an event and volunteer might want to learn more about the chamber? Do you offer that? And
Yes, there's different levels of involvement. We have volunteers and we have interns. And based on their needs and availability, Maria is in charge of the intern program, so they will contact Maria and she will see whether they fit into one of our requirements.
okay,
Yes.
Maria, what can a potential intern learn about global business through the Global Trade Chamber by taking an internship with you?
Well, we have several projects in terms of international trade. We do also trade missions, and now we're managing a new concept, which is a virtual appointment, which is a commercial appointment, but instead of going through all the expenses of traveling to meet a potential client or supplier, now you can do it through a video conference. But basically what the student can learn about this is all the steps and the procedures in international trade. Also, when you talk about international trade, you're talking about export and import. And you need to definitely be aware and understand about the procedures in each country to export or import. And most likely we have companies, international companies, that are trying to do business with US, but they don't know about all the procedures and the policies that they need to understand in order for them to bring the products here. So definitely the student is going to learn several aspects in international trade that is going to help them definitely in their career as a business. I don't know if it's for a business sector or not, but definitely it's going to help them in the international aspect. But also we have the internship programs for students that not necessarily wants to emphasize on international trade. As a chamber, we have two divisions. One is the international trade, where we do all the international activities, trade missions, we manage all the foreign market. But also we have local activities and for local companies. In this case, we cover several programs. We help people in how they can start a business in US, how they can grow, how they can expand. We provide several seminars and trainings for them to improve their company. So if you are a student that also looking for the local market, not necessarily international trade, you can also be part of the internship program, learning more about business activities in US.
Okay, so it is basically clear to say that education is a combination of theory and practice, right?
Definitely.
So, will a student have an opportunity, let's say if a student is interning with you, to probably travel abroad with you? Have you done any recent like outbound mission? And can you tell us
Yes.
what will be the process like?
Well, there are several programs available, and depending on the student, we do have programs where they can be part of one of our missions. We had the last mission was to Guatemala, which was the month of June, and we took several companies to Guatemala where we made presentations on how to do business with the U.S., but also we represented a number of companies in the U.S. that wanted to do business with companies in Guatemala. So the part of our missions and conferences include a matchmaking section where we actually sit one-on-one with people interested in doing business with U.S. companies. So then we come back and we set virtual appointments with them after the conference and trip. So that's a unique experience that if you go there, you learn how to do business in the country, you meet the culture, and you meet business and chamber leaders in the country. So the student has the opportunity to travel with us.
Wow, that sounds as though it might be a one lifetime opportunity.
Yes.
Now, traveling could be expensive depending where you go, because if you are going, you say you went to Guatemala, but if you're gonna go to Singapore or to another Asian country, we're talking about flight will be about 17 hours and could be expensive. Now, how about for companies out there? Companies that might want to travel but cannot go, can they engage in sponsorship?
Sure.
And how will that work? How does it work?
Well, we have the program where we represent companies when we go to another country. We set appointments with potential clients and we bring back those clients' information so they can actually speak with them through the video teleconferencing and set appointments after the trip. So we do represent companies as one of our programs.
Wow, fascinating conversation with Dario, President of the Global Trade Chamber, and Maria Renee Davila, CEO for the Global Trade Chamber. So if you are a student out there, this is a great opportunity for you to understand that the learning process goes beyond the classroom or online environment. I want to take this opportunity to thank both of you for your time. I know you are really busy, and I really appreciate that you made yourself available for this interview. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Dario.
Thank you, Dr.